Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
And welcome to Wisconsin Family. Thanks for joining us today. Justin and I are hanging out at the Black Locust Cafe. This is just a few blocks down East Washington Avenue from the Capitol. And we love the smell of coffee. It smells great in here.
Of course, of course. They've got great food too. If you ever want to come here for breakfast, awesome place to come.
I actually was checking out. You ever do that? You look and see what else other people are getting, and you're
All
like,
the
"That looks
time.
great." Yeah.
All the time. That's my MO when I go to a restaurant. It's like, oh, what did you get? Can I? Sometimes I even help myself and I taste a little bit of their
Oh,
food.
I feel sorry for your wife a little bit there. We have some breaking news from these folks here. The
Yeah, John Reski's got some pretty heavy news that he's going to share with us when he does his segment at the end of the show. So we'll actually look forward to that. I think it's positive. So we'll look forward to talking with him later on in the show.
The rest of the show, though, we're talking New Year's options. You still have time.
Absolutely.
If you haven't thought about what you're going to do for New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
and even if you're not a big partier, we have options there too that our guests are going to be sharing with us.
There's options for me even. So if you want
Even you.
if you want to go and enjoy, if you've ever wanted to go to New York City and enjoy New Year's Eve on New York City, but you've just never had the courage or the money or whatever, go to the Edgewater. They're having the Madison version of New Year's Rockin' Eve there. They're having complete with a ball drop. They've got ice skating just like in Rockefeller Plaza.
Yeah.
So everything that you could want there from New York City, but right here in Madison. So
Very impressive. You'll want to stick around. We have the director of their special events filling us in on that. And then also another event, even more family-oriented, is the Zinberg Family Eve, and that's sponsored by Kiva.
Yes.
It's going to be at the Kiva Sports Center, but it's also going to be downtown, isn't it?
Monona Terrace. It's gonna be at
Monona Terrace.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, tons of options for that.
This is the party that was the U.S. Bank Eve for
Yes.
25 years, and now Zinberg took over it. So that
Good.
should be a good party, I think.
Good point. Stick around because we're going to be chatting with them next.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're back at the Black Locust Cafe over on East Washington Avenue, part of the Ravinia Courtyard family of restaurants.
Where all the cool kids hang out.
This is, well, maybe I should excuse myself then, I suppose. We're having a great time here, and we are joined now by Mr. Dave Dill from the Zinberg Family Eve. Welcome, Dave.
Oh, thanks a lot. It's great to be here.
So we've heard a lot about this Zinberg Family Eve, but before it used to be the U.S. Bank Eve, and now now we know it as the Zinberg Family Eve. Why the change?
Well, they did it for 25 years, and they were wonderful to work with. They did it since they were, I think, first Wisconsin, and then they were
Right.
First Star, and then they
Yep.
were U.S. Bank Eve, and they put a lot of time and effort. So I think 25 years was wonderful. And Zinberg is a great, great partner. They're really helping us out.
So they've kind of passed the torch on it.
They
Sounds
passed
like.
the torch on, and I think they're really happy that it's going to continue.
That's great.
Good long run.
Yeah.
Talk to us about some of the main events that will be happening.
Oh, it's just wonderful. There's all kinds of things to do at Kiva Sports Center in Middleton, but then at Monona Terrace, we have everything from a magic show to a circus to a circus train, and we have Bubble Wonders, a man that comes and does a great bubble show. And some of these things they're both educational and they're fun. Everything is really fun. But and then we have a Try It Yourself circus. It's actually Wild Rumpus Circus puts on something called My Own Circus.
Okay.
And the children come and they learn how to do a few circus things.
Now, I can see you doing that, Justin.
Think you can?
Can
Yeah.
they take big kids too?
Oh yeah, they take big kids. They love to have you. And then from the Dells, we have T.J. Howell does a juggling and unicycle act.
yeah.
He's with Tommy Bartlett, so he comes down. And so there's just all kinds of different fun things for everybody to do.
Wow.
So this is being held on December 31st, and you mentioned Kiva Sports Center in Monona Terrace. Where is this being held?
Well, Kiva Sports Center is in Middleton, and it's a really great place. One ticket gets you into both places, so you can
wow,
go in
okay.
there, and they've got face painters, and they've got inflatables, and they've got all kinds of things for the different children to do. And when you get to Monona Terrace, if you decide to do both, you can start at one and go to the other. Now the hours are different. It's 4 to 8 in Kiva, and it's 5 till 9 at Monona Terrace.
Okay.
So you can start and end earlier in Middleton, but then you can get over to Monona Terrace.
A little bit of an overlap, but you got some time to enjoy both, it sounds like.
Yeah, and it's hard as a parent and a grandparent myself. It's hard to find things that you can enjoy while your children or grandchildren are enjoying it too. In other words, instead of sitting and watching them do something, which happens a lot, it's really, this is something where you can go and sit and watch the magic show with them.
Yeah.
You can enjoy that. Bubble Wonders is great for all ages.
That's awesome.
Can you touch, excuse me, on some of those family activities a little bit more?
Yeah, the other kinds of family activities, we've got Infinity Karate School is doing a karate demonstration. There's a little tennis demonstration. There's caricature artists, face painters, balloon artists. There's just, don't let me forget the Henry Vilas zoo animals. The zoo animals, each animal comes with a keeper, and they'll tell you a little bit about the animal, and it's really fun.
Where is that part?
That'll be down in the exhibition halls at Monona Terrace.
Oh my gosh, there's really,
Lots of
really
stuff
a
going
lot.
on. Lots of stuff going on. That's fantastic. I heard through the grapevine now that some companies were able to pay it forward or work with some of the groups to give away free tickets. Can you tell us a little bit about this program?
Sure. Wind River Financial, M3, and Smith & Justelin have all donated 150 tickets. Actually, Kiva Sports Center did too, to people that might not be able to afford it. And they work closely with different organizations. I think Wind River works with the YMCA of Dane County, and M3 works with Franklin Elementary School. And then Smith & Justelin works with Middleton Outreach Ministry. So they're all doing good works and trying to get people to come out that maybe couldn't afford it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I can see why this event's so popular. Why do you think it's so popular?
Well, it's just fun. Everything that's there is fun. And when you get there, you see children in buggies and little strollers, and then you see 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, all ages, and parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and high school kids. It's just really fun for everybody. And you can do it and be done, and then you can go out and enjoy, because it's done early, and you enjoy your New Year's Eve in other ways, or you can go home and relax.
Do you have a favorite yourself?
A favorite thing that I do there?
Yeah.
I do everything. I get to go a little bit before the doors open, and I get to try everything out. So
That's
it's really
cool.
fun.
That's cool.
You know, the magician will show me a few close-up tricks and things like that.
Do you know where viewers can go to get their tickets?
You can get them at Zinberg, and you can get them online. The best way to do it is to look up ZinbergFamilyEve.com.
Okay.
And
ZinbergFamilyEve.com. Okay, fantastic. That's a great way. So we got just a few seconds left. Tell us about your outfit, Dave.
Oh, well, this is something that I enjoy wearing a lot. It represents fun to me.
Yeah.
And it's steampunk, and it goes back to the Captain Nemo, and I always think of Back to the Future when Doc Brown comes back, so it just represents to me fun, and when I wear it, I feel like I'm having fun.
Looks great.
Thank you.
Dave Dill from Zinberg Family Eve, thank you so much for joining us today. If you want to find out how to get tickets, go to ZinbergFamilyEve.com and get their tickets there. We'll be right back with more Wisconsin Family right after the break.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at the Black Locust Cafe over on East Washington Avenue here in Madison. It's part of the Ravinia Courtyard family of restaurants. We'll be talking with the owner later on in the show.
That's right. We'll chat with John.
And there's so many things going on now that Christmas is over, so many things that are going on New Year's. We're here with Melanie Gautreaux, who is the Director of Special Events over at the Edgewater.
That's right.
Welcome, Melanie.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us what's happening at the Edgewater for New Year's.
This year at the Edgewater for New Year's, we're having the Party of the Year,
Okay.
bringing a taste of New York City right over to the Edgewater. We will be featuring a party in our grand ballroom. We'll be having a ball drop. There'll be ice skating out on the ice rink. A little something for everybody.
Ice skating?
Janet, are you an ice skater?
Well, I've dabbled.
It's our mini little Rockefeller Center over there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, wow, that sounds really grand. Food-wise, do you have a themed menu going on at this event as well?
Our executive chef, Joe Heppy, will be featuring a 5-course prefix menu in the State House restaurant, and it's in tribute to iconic chefs of New York. So we'll have dinner there. We'll also, for our party, which is in the Grand Ballroom, our Destination New Year's Eve party, we'll end that with a midnight buffet, sort of breakfast at Tiffany's buffet, going back to the New York theme again. We'll also have kind of light bites in Augie's Tavern, so that's a more casual style restaurant where people can just go and get a little bit lighter fare, stay and watch the ball drop if you like. So there's a little something for everybody happening.
How are you doing the ball drop?
Well, I'm not doing it. We hired a company out of Chicago. We did the ball drop last year, so they created this huge sphere. I don't have the dimensions on me. There's 500 LED lights,
wow.
And they put it atop I think a 30-foot pole, so it sits above our plaza,
okay.
And then folks who come to watch it kind of stand on the plaza, and then the countdown, and there it goes. So
There you go.
we'll have it ready to roll on the 30th,
Sure.
and kind of proudly sitting up there. So if anyone wants to come by and see it, and then at the stroke of midnight on the 31st, it'll go.
Fantastic.
So people can stay, past midnight if they want to. Obviously, the party keeps going after that.
Yep.
If folks want to, don't want to drive home, if they don't live in town, or if they feel like they've been partying a little too hard,
Yes.
do you have overnight packages?
We do. We always encourage our guests to take the elevator home. We
Sure.
have 2 packages. The first
Yeah.
is the Lady Liberty package, and it includes 2 tickets to the party, and then overnight accommodations, as well as ice skating on New Year's Day, and a late checkout, which is always nice.
Yes.
And then we also have the Top of the Rock package, which includes the dinner in the State House, a bottle of Prosecco, 2 tickets to the party, and the next day, late checkout as well, and complimentary ice skating. So it's,
Those are great little packages.
Yeah.
Very nice. I love that. What about the folks, though, that don't want to attend the party? What kind of options are you suggesting?
For folks that don't want to attend the party, and we still do have tickets available, but for folks that don't want to attend the party, we have our ice skating rink that's open from noon until 10 p.m. We have the dinner in the State House, as we talked about before, and then we've got dinner at Augie's Tavern, which is lighter fare. The next day we'll have a brunch in the State House. We'll have a New Year's Day brunch for something else for people who want to bring in the new year on New Year's Day. And anyone who comes to our brunch, we are offering complimentary ice skating too on New Year's Day.
And you can't go wrong with brunch. Can I just say that? It's just brunch is great. I love brunch. So how do viewers purchase tickets?
For anyone who wants to purchase tickets, all of the information is available at our website, www.theedgewater.com. You can purchase tickets there, you can purchase a package there, find out more information, make reservations at any of our restaurants. So it's all the information's right there.
So right now your whole theme is sort of this New York City feel. Is that your doing? Is that your idea? Where did this come from?
Well, the theme is Destination New Year's Eve, and we will change the destination every year. For the first year, we figured we have the ball drop, we have our ice skating rink, and it seemed like New York was the perfect way to kind of kick off this Destination New Year's Eve. So we'll see where we go next year. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
What a great outline for you to follow year after year to take
Yeah,
people.
I think it will be fun. Something different. Keep something changing. But it's such a great venue to host a big event like
I can
this.
see how that would feel like a staycation, don't you think?
Yeah, we all need a staycation every
We
now and then.
do, exactly.
So you have brunch New Year's Day, you
Yes.
said, and then ice skating New Year's Day as well.
Yep.
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Yep. On New Year's Eve,
People
the rink
need to
will
bring
close
their own
at 10.
skates?
People can bring their own skates, but we also have them available to rent as well.
question.
So for kids, for grown-ups, we've got a big size run of skates. New Year's Day brunch is in the State House, and it will feature a brunch buffet, and then we'll also have bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys for an extra $15.
Where would brunch be without
Where would
mimosas
it be?
and Bloody Marys?
Bottomless at that, right?
Bottomless.
Just what we all need to kick off the new year.
Of course, yeah.
Looking
New
for them
Year's
to stay another
resolutions
night.
Out the window.
We can probably make that happen.
Well, this is Melanie Gautreau from the Edgewater. You're the director of special events. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
And go to their website if you would like to purchase tickets to the Madison version of New Year's Rockin' Eve.
That's right.
We'll be right back
Well
with
said.
more Wisconsin Family right after the break. Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We've been filming here at the Black Locust Cafe over on East Washington Avenue. And the smell of coffee always just perks me up in the morning, so it's always good to come here.
When you walk in the door, it says, there's a little sign that says, pour yourself a cup of ambition.
I love it. Yeah. This is John Reske, owner of Black Locust Cafe and the Ravinia Courtyard family of restaurants. John, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Been seeing a lot of you lately, but we enjoy always having you on the shows. So talk to us a little bit about what's going on. What's new with Ravinia Courtyard?
Well, we've actually got a big update that actually just broke late last night. As far as the public goes, but we are going to be shutting down Ravinia Courtyard temporarily here as we retool some of the spaces here. You know, I've been using the phrase, we ran out of meter money, so to speak. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about how exciting the capital and the energy inflow to this district, the Cap East district, has been. But, you know, we're maybe a little early to the game, and we just couldn't make it, so we're obviously opening up the spaces to new tenancy and a new capital infusion here. So I'm really excited about, you know, phase 2. Obviously, we're still going through the grieving process with the other places and everything like that. So we're working through it.
But Black Locust is staying open.
Yeah, we're going to keep it open, keep the lights on up front, you know, let the world know that there's still activity in the building, things like that. Obviously, we've got to work through some of the logistics, and this is a good launch pad for that while we retool and back. So
And the other two, Barolo and Julep?
Yeah, so they're going to be closing January 1st, and which will give us a little time for everybody to come in and kind of kiss their places goodbye, their respective places. Obviously, well loved, well regarded by everybody who visited them, and I know that they do very well as standalone concepts on their own. Obviously, there was a lot of noise, a lot of movement as it related with the 3-restaurant concept here and the shared kitchen and things like that. So, still trying to work through all of that. But yeah, so they'll be open for a little bit here. We're going to have a blowout New Year's party. It should be a lot of fun. And obviously, Julep's doing the prefix menu again, and then they'll be joining the DJs over in the other entities later on in the evening. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
So are you hoping that other restaurants will move in there, or other?
We're looking at all options right now. So it might be like a sublease, a new lease kind of concept with those with the respective spaces, or we might maybe pull it in-house, recapitalize, and see if there's enough interest to do a new concept in there. We haven't ruled anything out yet at this point. So
I sure loved your idea of having the 3 different types of restaurants: the cafe, the wine bar, and then it's Julep.
You're right.
The restaurant, all sharing the courtyard too.
No,
Loved that idea.
Right, and it is, and so that idea will remain whatever happens moving forward. Obviously, the themes will not be overlapping. The hours of operation will be as separated as possible, again, to maximize the use of the courtyard. So the concept's not going anywhere. We're just going to find a new path forward, basically. So.
And are you thinking that Ravinia is going to venture outside of the restaurant industry at all, to other locations or anything like that?
No, not at all. I think this is kind of a one-off concept here. Again, what I like to do is adaptive reuse projects, which is obviously very unique to the space that was given to you. And again, you know, you kind of tap into the historic significance of whatever building you're working with. And so yeah, as a concept, I don't think that's going to be replicated anywhere else. There might be another outdoor space opportunity that might be labeled something else, but you know, everybody loves this concept. I can see it being redone in some other form or fashion. Probably not by myself, but yeah, it's a good concept.
What are you seeing for yourself?
Well, I'm actually, you know, once we plow forward here in the next few months with the next concept, the next phase, I would love to be part of that, but also kind of regain focus on the real estate side of things too.
That's your forte, is the real estate?
I'd like to think it is. I forget what my forte is.
You do so much here, though. You're behind the counter, you're serving customers, and then you're coming and doing this TV show, so all those things. So, you know, we talked a lot about, or a little bit, I mean, to full disclosure to our viewers, John just told us about this right before we started filming. We just found out this morning. So we talked a little bit about phase 2. What phase 2, you're excited for phase 2. I mean, this is a positive change as you see it. So what are you hoping for phase 2 of Ravinia?
Well, look, at the end of the day, it's also, I'm still going through, I don't want to sound overly positive too, because there's still, we're still, again, going through the process of closing, and we were a family here for not just the 14 months we were open, but the 2 years prior to that as we put this whole plan together.
That's
so
a good point.
3.5 years of working on this project. It's I haven't completely flipped over, but at the same time, you have to stay positive, you have to drive forward, you have to keep looking at the horizon, because all of this was not done for nothing, right? And you have to keep moving forward with that in mind. And so, as far as the future goes, I don't know. I do know that whatever happens, it's going to be extremely complementary. It's going to be extremely beneficial to the Cap East District, to Ravinia Courtyard, and obviously all boats will rise with that rising tide. So,
do you think that we'll start to see more businesses that have this type of concept with a shared space between several different restaurants open up? I mean, do you think that you're a trendsetter?
I'm not. I'm going to go with no. I'm probably not a trendsetter, and I encourage them to come out and talk to me beforehand. But again, there were a lot of moving parts. I'd say if it was like one owner, maybe, and you could take control of everything. And obviously, I like the concept. It was very democratic. It was very, it was very unique in that sense, and it could still work again. But you couple that with the market timing, you couple that with a new restaurant opening up every week in the city of Madison right now, and you just have no idea where you stand as it relates to popularity, because everybody's going to check out that new restaurant. We barely got a chance to breathe and kind of settle in and see exactly where we stood. So, there were so many moving parts to this story and so much noise. It's really hard to just single out one variable and say that was it, and this is how much it affected us.
So when is your last hurrah? Tell us when that is again.
It is New Year's blowout party. We're going to be partying
New Year's
until
Eve.
New Year's Eve,
Okay.
and thank you for the correction.
Yeah.
But we're going to be partying till 9, 10 in the morning. I'm probably lying about that, but we'll be open till bar time at least.
Anything in particular you want to say to the folks that did patronize your place?
Well, no, obviously we appreciate everybody who's come down, and we've had nothing but great words for the concept, the individual spaces. Everybody loves them. Excited to see everybody's face one more time before we kind of shudder for a moment and see what happens next. So, and then I encourage everybody to come out and check it once we launch phase 2. So.
How can they find out what's next once you're closed down?
Well, social media. I mean, follow us on Facebook. The Ravinia Courtyard page is not going anywhere. Black Locust Cafe's page is not going anywhere in the short term. So, follow us on that. I'd say, and then obviously, you guys will help us get the word out, and I'm sure other forms of media will help us get the word out as well. And so,
we haven't seen the last of John Reske here on Wisconsin's 57, but thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I will. Right back at you.
And same thing to all of our viewers out there. Thank you so much for watching. That's all the time we have. We'll see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your